Hello, dear senior. Have you ever noticed how dreams change as we grow older? When we're young, we dream of success, of going far, of achieving big things. But as the years pass, the dreams become quieter, softer, deeper. They are no longer about what we can gain, but about what we long to feel. In the golden years of life, many elderly hearts carry hidden wishes. Not loud wishes, but ones whispered gently in the silence of an afternoon nap or in the pause between family visits. They dream of being remembered, of being loved without having to ask for it. They dream of peace, of meaningful company, of a life that mattered. But here's the quiet truth. These dreams aren't for everyone. They cannot be reached by force, by pride, or by stubbornness. They can only come true for those whose hearts remain open, for the ones who still know how to care.l, to give, to love. Today, let's talk about 5 beautiful dreams that every elderly soul carries. Dreams that will only blossom in the hearts of the kind. Number 1, the dream of being loved without having to ask. You see, one of the most tender dreams in old age is this: to be loved, not because we're needed, not because we ask, but simply because we are still here. Many elderly people don't say it aloud, but deep down, they long for someone to hold their hand without being told. They wish for a hug in the morning, a warm look across the table, or a message that says, "I was thinking about you today." But love like that, it doesn't just fall from the sky. It doesn't appear for those who have closed their hearts in bitterness or who spent years holding grudges. It finds its way always to those who have loved first, to those who showed kindness when it wasn't returned, to those who gave love when they were tired or busy or hurting and didn't count the cost. Because in the end, love remembers love. Those who were gentle, those who listened with patience, those who forgave, they're the ones people come back to, not out of duty, but out of affection. So, if you dream of being loved in your final chapter, ask yourself not who will love me, but whom have I loved? Because the love you gave away in your strongest days will return to you in your quietest ones. Number 2, the dream of being remembered, not forgotten. There's a quiet ache that grows in many hearts as the years go by, a fear not of death itself, but of being forgotten. Most elderly people don't say it out loud, but late at night or in the quiet hours of the afternoon, they wonder, will anyone still speak my name when I'm gone? Will my story still live somewhere, in someone's heart? This dream, the dream of being remembered, is deeply human, but it's not fulfilled by how many titles we held or how many achievements we collected. We are not remembered for how powerful we were. We are remembered for how we made others feel. People, remember the one who stayed when no one else did, the one who listened when no one else had time, the one who loved without judgment, who forgave quietly and who gave joy in small, unnoticed ways. Kindness leaves echoes, a soft-spoken encouragement, plate of food delivered with love, a smile given to someone who felt invisible. Those moments outlive us, and those who carry bitterness, who hurt others with their pride or silence, might leave behind wealth or houses, but not warmth, not stories, not memory. So if you dream of being remembered long after you're gone, be the kind of soul that makes people say, "I still miss them," not just for what they did, but for who they were. Because memory is not made of noise, it's made of love. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Number 3, the dream of being surrounded by genuine people. One of the softest wishes in the hearts of the elderly is to not be alone. Not just physically, but emotionally. They dream of sitting beside someone who truly cares, of sharing a meal with people who aren't just visiting out of obligation, of hearing, "I want to be here," rather than "I had to come." We all long for real company, but as we grow older, we realize something important. Presence is not the same as connection. You can be in a crowded room and still feel unseen. You can have family nearby and still feel lonely if the smiles aren't real, if the words are rushed, if the love feels forced. Why this dream of being surrounded by genuine people is one that only blossoms around those who, all their life, were genuine themselves, those who didn't fake affection, who didn't manipulate with guilt, who gave others space to be themselves. Without judgment or control, it is the loving-hearted who attract real love, not because they demand it, but because they've always offered it. If in your final years, you hope to be around those who choose to be known out of duty, but desire, then be the kind of soul who made others feel safe, not small, heard, not hurried, cherished, not used. Because in the end, people may forget your words, but they will never forget how it felt to be around you. And those who made others feel truly seen will never be left alone. Number 4. The dream of a peaceful final chapter. There is a dream that lies quietly in the hearts of many elders' dream of leaving this world gently, without chaos, without regret, just peace. Not just peace in the room, but peace in the soul. A sense that the storms have passed, that the battles have ended, that the heart no longer needs to fight or prove anything. But here's the truth. Peace doesn't appear at the end of life if it hasn't been welcomed throughout it. A peaceful final chapter is not something that magically arrives. It is something we prepare for with every act of forgiveness, every moment of letting go, every time we choose love over pride. Those who hold on to anger will carry old wounds like medals. Who refuse to make peace with the past often find their final days heavy, restless, filled with shadows. But those who are loving well chose softness instead of bitterness, who made space for others instead of holding on to control. They walk more lightly toward the end because their heart is unburdened, because they said the I love yous when it mattered, because they apologized without waiting to be right, because they gave grace where others gave silence. So if you dream of a gentle goodbye final breath that feels like a whispered thank you to life, start today. Start with forgiveness, with kindness, with love that asks nothing in return. Because peace is not something you find. It's something you grow in the garden of a tender heart. Number 5. The dream of feeling that life was not lived in vain. Perhaps the deepest dream of Alice, the longing to look back and whisper, it was worth it. To feel that the years, with all their joy, their pain, their quiet mornings and restless nights were not wasted. Every elderly heart, no matter how quiet or proud on the outside, holds this silent hope that their life meant something, that their presence mattered, that their love left a mark. But meaning is not found in trophies or titles. It's not written in bank accounts or in how many people stood at the funeral. A meaningful life is felt, not counted. It's in the way someone still hears your laugh in their mind when the room is quiet, in the recipe you passed down, in the habit of kindness you taught without words, in the way someone treats others better because of how you treated them. Those who live selfishly, who demand and consume, who shut themselves off from others, they often reach the end with a question mark. But those who love it well gave more than they took, who healed more than they hurt, who stayed soft even when life was hard. They reached the final page with a full stop, with peace, with meaning. If you dream of a life that wasn't lived in vain, then live today with tenderness. Give something small, say something kind, be someone's quiet strength. Because it's not the length of life that gives it value, it's the love we leave behind. And so, dear hearts, if you're still watching, thank you. Because it means something in you recognizes these dreams may be in your parents, your grandparents, or maybe quietly in yourself. The golden years are not the end. They are the softest part of the story chapter where meaning matters more than achievement, where kindness outweighs knowledge, where love becomes the only legacy worth leaving. If this video touched you, even a little, will invite you to leave a comment below. Tell us what dream speaks to you the most, or share a memory of someone whose love still lingers in your heart. And if you believe someone else, a friend, a family member, a beloved elder needs to hear this message, please share it. You never know what one quiet story might heal. And if you'd like to join us again, For more reflections like this, we welcome you to subscribe, not just to a channel, but to a space where gentleness is valued and where every age is honored. Until next time, be well, be kind, and keep loving in ways the world may never notice, but the soul never forgets.